Just go fire to that. Fire to that. Oh shit! Something hit me. Oh, these transports. Some of these guys have guns. Oh. Oh crap! All right, it's time to leave. It is time to leave. Yes. This is not gonna be going as well as I would like. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bobtheorc Plays Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts on Legendary Difficulty. This is episode number 3, Invading Taiwan. So, the story so far, China picked a fight with Japan, and we kicked their butt. We kicked their butt so hard that we wiped out their entire fleet. However, because this is legendary difficulty, they are able to build ships about as fast as we can blow them up, and they refuse to surrender or negotiate peace. So, we are going to invade Taiwan and take that island from them because I don't want to get onto the mainland because their army will have an unfair advantage against us, this being legendary difficulty. But I think we can take Taiwan. Now to do that, we're going to need more ships, and we don't have a lot of money. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to build inexpensive cruisers to spread our culture to the island of Taiwan, and hopefully blockade them, take the island, and make them negotiate peace. And if we look at the costs, I'm going to pull up the cost of my Shogun 2 battleship at about 13,000 tons is almost $80 million. For half the tonnage, just about, we can build this inexpensive cruiser for 27,000. That's less than half the price. It's not great, but what our plan's going to be, we're going to build these inexpensive cruisers with lots of light guns for taking out light ships. They're going to be fast enough at 20 knots that we can outrun and get away from large ships, and we'll have all these little guns for taking out small ships. We've got some short-barreled dual 6-inch guns that fire relatively quickly, do a pretty good amount of damage. We've got a bunch of these little 2-inch guns. We've got a couple 4-inchers, but all designed to take out light ships because we've already established that my existing ships are pretty badass and can take the Chinese in a one-on-one fight. So we've maximized the range, and we've got pretty good armor and torpedo protection. We've got our torpedo protection. We've got reasonable armor, about as much as we can put on the ship. And it's not outrageously expensive. So we're going to build a bunch of these just to act as a blockading force and just to provide tonnage to invade the island. Because when it comes to invasions, it's all about your tonnage. When it comes to power projection and blockades, it's all about how much tonnage you have as well as your range. And so we've maximized the range. And I don't know exactly how this works as far as power projection goes, but I just know from the notes that range and tonnage plays a large role in your ability to blockade ships. And this guy should be able to take out light cruisers or torpedo boats and be relatively survivable against them. So that's the plan, and we are going to call it cultural exchange, because that's basically what we're doing. We're going to share the Imperial Japanese culture to the Chinese who were dumb enough to pick a fight with us. And then later on, we went with minimum beam, minimum draught. Later on, as we have a greater cruiser tonnage technology, we can always expand this a little bit, add some more guns, or make it into a warship, or we'll just retire these or just only use them as blockade ships. So that is the plan. So let's go save the design, and let's go check out our finances. Alright, so we have 70,000 tons of shipbuilding capacity, and we have a monthly balance of 13 million per month. We got plenty of crew. Our transport capacity is doing all right. We can lower our transport capacity down just to the minimum, because we don't seem to be taking any transport losses. And if we look at the world map, you know, here's, they've got, I think, they've got this little Magong Island, which I'll probably take first. And then you've got this major island here, Formosa, which I think is Taiwan, effectively. So we're going to go and take probably the little island first and the big one, and we'll just sort of see how that works out. But first, to build ships. So we got plenty of money, but we have to be a little bit careful. So each of these cultural exchange ships is going to cost us a little over 2,000, or 2,000 per turn. It's about 2 million. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So if we build 6 of them, that's pushing it. I think we probably can only afford 6. I'd like to get more, but I don't want to break the bank, because we have to be very careful with our money being legendary difficulty. So let's build 6 of these. And if we look at our finances, we could probably squeeze out one more, and maybe we need that. But I think we need to continue running at a budget surplus. That's still going to be an extra 36,000 tons that we're going to have. And we already have, if we look at our politics, we have about 100,000 tons of navy. So if we build these extra cruisers and we stick them off the coast of Taiwan, we should barely have enough to initiate a naval invasion, although I'll probably need more than this. I just don't know if I can afford it. It'll take 12 months to build. So I will probably breeze through some of the battles, because it'll take about a year to do this, and we don't need a year worth of me beating down enemy light cruisers and torpedo boats. But let's see how this goes. So on to our first battle. All right, our first battle for the evening is going to be 4 of our light cruisers against 2 of their heavy cruisers, a light cruiser, 3 torpedo boats, and a bunch of juicy transports. And my guys are now regular and seasoned trained. They're getting more experience, so I think we're going to do pretty well against them. Because when my guys were green, we were still holding our own. And I think that the key to winning on these harder levels is you've got to be fast. Especially in the early stages where all the targeting isn't really that great. I think speed is key. Now, first thing we want to do is we want to group all these guys together. And go with a normal. Alright, where are they at? Now, one of the things we can also do is we can split our guys and go opposite directions to bypass their defenders. And we'll only do that if we're kind of swarmed. But really the goal is not so much the transports, but to take out their warships. And we'll use the AI a little bit to kind of cheat and see which direction they are. They say they're this way. I don't know how much I believe that, because that's really more northwest than southwest. But we'll give it a try and see. Let's hit it again. No, they insist that we want to go this way. Oh, yep, there it goes. Enemy smoke spotted to the northwest. Alright, so we are going to cruise along and see if we can catch... Oh, there they are. Alright, that is a light cruiser. Oh, and there are the transports. So we're going to go veer off and start taking out transports. And I want to be using Yeah, we're using high explosive ammo. Yeah, we're just going to rake past these transports and wreck them. Got our little battle line going on here. Oh, that light cruiser's already in rough shape. We got a lucky hit on him. I didn't even see that. Alright, so we're just going to circle around these guys and just take them out. Alright, we're going to curve around and get ready to take out the light cruiser, finish him off also. Because I don't want him getting away. I don't think he will. Because we got a lucky hit on him early on and he's in a lot of trouble. Oh, there's more of them. Those look like torpedo boats. Let's keep our distance from them. I don't want a lot of torpedo boats. That light cruiser, I might have trouble finishing him off. If he gets away, we're going to have to circle around. Yeah, torpedo boats aren't that scary unless we get... Oh, we got him. Wow, they are just screwed. Alright, so those are big guns coming in. That means their cruisers have got to be this way. Oh, are those torpedo boats? They might be torpedo boats. Well, that's okay. We're going to keep our distance. We're moving quick. They're having a hard time hitting us. And my guys, because of their experience, are pretty good at hitting them. And here's the biggest thing about our situation is because my crews are getting pretty trained from defeating them constantly, even though they can make new ships fast, their new ships have very regular crews, or very, very mediocre crews. He's got green crew. That guy's got a green crew. Transport we don't care about. So these cruisers have green crews versus my trained and seasoned. So we're going to do quite well against him. Unless they get a lucky hit. But we're just going to do a drive-by here. Look at our battle line, just taking it to him. And I'm not using torpedoes. These are all gunboats. The AI is really good at dodging torpedoes, so I've never had good luck with those. So I tend to use mostly gunfighting vessels because I don't want to really don't want to get that close. And we're at a range of 3 kilometers. Oh wow, we took him out already. Yeah, these guys are not. Yeah, they've got those Type 1 guns. And is that a short-barreled gun? It's a 21, 7.4 by 20. I think those are short-barreled guns. Because my 4-inch or 20. Yeah, but I think I've got standard length barrels, and they've got shorter barrels for faster firing. That's not a good design. I think I'd rather have longer range and more accuracy than high rate of fire, because you can only carry so many shells, so you might as well make sure each shell hits. What is this guy? I don't know what that is. I think that might be another transport. It's another transport. Alright, so we're going to circle around because that cruiser's more important than the transport is. We've got our battle line going. I really like this automatic change the group leader feature. I really like that you can disable that now. And so we're just gonna run through. Let's focus on the cruiser. He's more important. I guess I got all the transports. Well, that's alright. Take out the cruiser, please. And yeah, these are really bad cruiser designs. I hope I can defeat China before they get better stuff, because their industry is going to be a problem. Nice hot cup of tea. Alright, so we wrecked them. All my guys got their 25 experience. We wiped out a big chunk of ships, and I'm sure they're going to just keep on producing them. But that's just how this is going to go. So we're going to just keep on mauling their fleet until my cultural exchange ships are ready to share some diplomacy upon that island. and we'll go from there. Alright, our next battle is a couple of my light cruisers against a heavy cruiser, a light cruiser, 2 torpedo boats, and 13 transports. So we are just going to nom these guys, seasoned and trained, versus green and green. So these are fresh out of their academy, and the torpedo boats I don't care about. So as long as they don't run away from us, we will be able to take them out, I think. I have a pretty good optimism for this fight, because so far my light cruisers have just been amazing. So let's figure out where they are. They are far away. This is going to be use the AI to help me figure out where they're at, and they're going to be quite some distance, but hopefully I can catch up to them fast. It gets harder when they move quickly, but I think they're only going about 16 knots. So I've got a 6-knot advantage on them. So we should be able to catch up to them pretty quickly. But yeah, this little AI trick where you just momentarily click on the AI to help take you in the right direction, that's kind of a poor man's radio direction finder, because I don't have that technology yet. Radio direction finder makes everything so much easier, but I don't think I can focus that down yet, because I've got to just maintain a reasonable facsimile of technology. I've got to stay at least as close to them as I can. There we go. Here's my customers. So we're going to introduce ourselves, and I'm going to actually slow down a little bit to 17 knots just to get better accuracy while we go and rake past them, because I don't see their warships anywhere. So we're going to take a pedestrian pace. And oh, is that I don't know what that is. What is that? That can't be a, yeah, it's a transport. So these transports they have a top speed of 14 knots and no guns. So, and they've got maximum bulkheads, which is smart, but they're just sitting ducks. Now, taking out the enemy transports does help in slowing down their economy. And maybe they'll surrender if I just wreck enough of their stuff. But I don't know. On legendary difficulty, I'm not inclined to think they're going to surrender that easily. But they are just getting taken out. Alright, so let's go figure out if we can catch the rest. It may be that they just ran off and left their ships to die. Let's see if we can catch them, though. There they are. Alright. Let's pause this for a moment. Which way are you guys going? You are trying to get away, and that is another transport. And you are a cruiser. That's actually a nice cruiser. It's like a light. That's their light cruiser. Their weird big gun in the back. The little short barrel 6-inch gun or whatever that is. All right, so we have our targets. That's definitely our light cruiser friend. So we are going to try and take out that light cruiser, and he doesn't want any part of this party here. So we're going to kind of keep up at our top speed, and we should be able to finish off that transport before we get to the cruiser. Yeah, he's in trouble. Oh, is there more transports? There are more transports. Alright. Well, my real target is this guy. And let's keep our... oh, we got a lucky hit. We hit their... was that his torpedo that we hit? I think we blasted a torpedo. Oh, ouch. Oh, there's a torpedo boat. Let's keep our distance from him. We're going to turn a little bit. Yeah, go get this guy. Yeah, he's got a 1 kilometer torpedo range. You can see by the circle there. And torpedo boats are going to be squishy. There we go. There we go. That's it for him. Let's get this torpedo boat. Let's tighten up our distance a little bit. I'm more interested in the cruiser than the torpedo boat, but that torpedo boat will be easy to sink if I can hit him. So we're going to circle around and try and catch that torpedo boat, because all it takes really is one lucky hit on a torpedo boat and he's screwed. But I don't think he wants any of this. Alright, he's going to get away. Yeah, torpedo boat does not want any of what I have to offer, so he's going to peace out, and we're going to go hunt down this cruiser instead. Because those torpedo boats can move faster than me, so there's not much I can do about it. These armor-piercing shells are bouncing a lot. We're getting a little bit. I might switch to high explosive, but these guys have some armor. They've got reasonable 3.8-inch belt armor. My high explosive shells won't do anything to them, but my armor piercing can cut through them pretty good. There we go. Now we got now we're broadside on. Now we're gonna get him. Now he's in some. No, focus the cruiser, please. We can get the transport later. Please focus the cruiser. Quit changing targets. Please keep shooting at the cruiser. There we go. That's a hit. That's a hit. Now he's in trouble. Because we got him flooding in the front and the back, so this will take him out pretty quick. Alright, he'll go down. No, please continue shooting the cruiser. There we go. Now you can go after the transport. Alright, this is a successful battle. And I have a feeling that most of the battles that we're going to be facing over the next year while I build my invasion ships are going to basically be like this. There we go. We don't need that last torpedo boat. We got our experience. Outstanding. Alright, so we've been skipping through the pointless battles, but here we have a battle against another convoy with an enemy battleship. And it's green, it's probably freshly constructed. That's also green, that's also green, so they're all green. My guys are veterans, trained, cadet? Oh, he must never have fought yet. And seasoned. So I've got some good guys. We're going to go take out that battleship, because that's probably doable, given how my guys have performed in the past, unless this battleship's a lot better than the other ones I faced. But we are going to try and zerg it and take it down. And if we can't, then we're just going to take out the transports and run away, because that's why we're fast. So, let's see what we run into. First thing I want to do is I want to organize my guys in a single battle line. It makes it a lot easier to control. Normal distance. Don't want to change leaders if somebody gets hurt, because I can do that myself. Super annoying when they try and do it for me. And let's figure out which direction we got to go this way-ish. Kind of towards the west or northwest. Alright, so these guys will kind of circle around and organize themselves. There they are. We got transports. So we're going to go and take out these transports, because that'll give my cadet experience. And that is probably the battleship right there. We don't want to fight him yet. So we're going to... Yeah, that's probably the battleship. So let's go circle around and take out a bunch of transports first. Which of these guys is the cadet? This guy here, the second and... no. Oh, is it my front ship is the cadet? Are you the cadet? Really? Alright. So let's just... Oh, we don't need you causing me trouble. He's a little closer than I'd like him to be. So let's hopefully we can take him out quick. Because their guys are not great quality. There we go. That solved that problem. Yeah, their warships are going to be a little troublesome because they've gotten onto me. But not the end of the world. So we're going to fire our main guns at the warships and the secondary guns at the transports. That way we can kind of whittle them down a little bit. And if I can put the transports in between me and their warships, that'll be even better. But the tail of my battle line there, they're still engaging that guy. Although he's taken a pretty good beating. That's still their older style crappy cruisers. I don't know if we're going to penetrate him very well. But we seem to be doing the job. We're getting a few hits. Oh, there we go. That's a good hit. Take out his steering and take out his conning tower. I don't know why these guys keep changing targets away from the ones I assigned them. That's really annoying. I'd really like for you guys to finish off the injured transport and take him out quick. And have you guys do high explosive shells on those. Actually, probably ought to just do high explosive on everything. He is in so much trouble. Let's go speed up time a little bit. That cruiser's holding together. Oh, that battleship's coming. Alright. Alright, boys. Change to the battleship. That's an old style. That's an old style battleship. What do you have for... You got better armor, so you've been upgraded. You got pretty reasonable guns, but they're still taking it. He's taking a lot of hits. Holy crap. Their battleships are not very good. Wow, we just set his ass on fire and burned him. Alright, well, that works. Only you can prevent battleship fires. And we're just going to keep swarming through their transports here. Yeah, these guys are just sitting ducks. Well, Mr. Ottawa, I don't know why you're called an Ottawa. That doesn't sound like a very Japanese name, but maybe. You're going to certainly level up this after this. I don't want to lose sight on that cruiser there, because I'm going to have to double back and get him in a minute. But we might as well finish off these sitting duck transports while we're at it. These light cruisers are working out a lot better than I anticipated. Alright, time to start circling around. Alright. We know that cruiser's somewhere around here. I don't want to bump into the wrecks of these guys, though. That'd be inconvenient. Oh, I hope he doesn't hit him. Yeah, because if we crash into the wrecks, we could still sink. And that would be really embarrassing. But I know he's around here somewhere. I mean, worst case, we lose him, we end the battle. Oh, there he is. There you are! Oh, you're beat up pretty good. Look at that. Oh, yeah, you're trying to get out of there. Yeah, he does not want any of this. We'll just go pull up next to him and just keep setting him on fire. He's got 35% losses, so he'll surrender soon. Yeah, sometimes the easiest way to take out a big ship is just burn it until all the crew dies. Yeah, they're going to miss the transfer. There we go. Yeah, he's only going 8 knots. He's not doing very well. Oh, he's going to sink. Alright, well, he sank before we got to burn up all of his crew, but that's good enough. And all our guys got their experience. Good job. Good job. Alright, so our financial situation's doing pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and build another one of these guys. Just because we can afford it. Our economy's still growing pretty well, actually. So, China's not blockaded or anything. But we'll just keep building some ships, and we will continue preparing for our invasion. Alright, I said I'd skip most of the boring battles, but this one looks interesting. I'll have 3 of my light cruisers against a battleship, a light cruiser, torpedo boat, and 14 transports. This guy is also green, which means they just built this guy. So, we're going to go take him out. Seasoned. So, oh, the patrol. That's my flagship of my light cruisers. So we're going to go see if we can take out these guys and get some more experience. Yeah, the Chinese just don't want to give up, so we're just going to keep at this. My invasion fleet should be ready in about 8 more months. And then we'll see how this goes. Got nice weather. It's a beautiful, beautiful day for a massacre. Switch to high explosive because we're going to have to burn these guys. And AI says they're this way, so we're going to kind of go roughly in that direction. And once you unclick when you click and unclick the AI, it's always best to then manually set the direction in a close, similar direction. That way, sometimes the AI will not completely disengage and do some weird stuff. At least that's what it was like in previous versions, so it's best to just play it safe. Now, I don't know how far away these guys are. So they're off in the northeast. Now those transports, if they're still only going about 14 knots, we'll be able to catch them. There they are. Alright, so let's keep an eye out for the battleship. Meanwhile, we'll just cruise on through. Look at all of these tasty transports. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet. Chinese buffet. That's what we're doing here. Man, that sounds horrible. And so we're just going to circle around them, kind of like we usually do, and just play whack-a-mole. Eat a little bit of this and eat a little bit of that. Oh, that's probably the battleship coming to play. Yeah, that's the battleship. So we're actually gonna turn around. We're gonna do a hard turn. And because I don't want to fight the battleship just yet. Well, he disappeared. So we're gonna turn around and put the transports in between me and the enemy ships. That way we can whack more transports before it's finally time to take out the battleship. At least that's kind of what I'm thinking. Also, they can't fire torpedoes easily at me if I have the transports in the way. Kind of using them as cover. Granted, this early on it's not that big a deal because the torpedoes usually only have about a kilometer range. But better safe than sorry. Well, that's probably a light cruiser right there. Alright, I guess it's time to fight for real. Alright, get the cruiser. It's cruiser time. And we've got a reasonable angle. I might be... Oh, crap. That's not good. We're going to smoke up. And change of plans. The patrol ship is going to detach from the division. And you are going to get out of dodge. Because we took a lucky hit. So we need to make sure that our patrol ship can get away, and I take out this torpedo boat to cover, because he's gonna try and launch something at me. Yeah, there we go. So new plan. Homeboy here is gonna try and get away, and we are going to cover him and try and escape. I don't know if we can take out the battleship or not. I mean, we probably could, because that battleship's one of the old crappy designs. But we do not want to risk losing a ship, because ships are expensive. At least for me they are. So that light cruiser's done. You gonna sink for me? There we go. I would like to fire on the battleship, please. Now, I've got more range than he does. He doesn't have... he's got a 7.2 kilometer range. And I've got a 7.4, and we're sitting at 4.7. Maybe he just can't see me, or maybe his odds of hitting me are too low. So we're just going to kind of follow along and pepper him from a safe and comfortable distance. Ooh, there we go. Take some of that. We got mostly broadside on, so we've got okay chance of... No, we don't have a good chance of penetrating. What kind of armor do you have? You've got better... You got plus 38% armor. Is that better than what I got? No, not quite. So you're running like the composite armor, probably. Ooh. But I can shoot him, and he can't shoot back at me, which is a nice, happy spot. We're going to slow down a little bit, make it easy for me to get the shots in. We're sitting almost broadside on him, so we're going to have the best odds. Let's slow down to about 15 knots. How fast is he going? He's going 10. All right, let's slow down to like 10 knots. And we'll speed up again if he gets close to me. But I don't think he's in a position to shoot right now. he has a lot of problems. He's on fire, and his spotting and conning tower, all that. So yeah, he's having a lot of problems. So this is going to be a bad day for the battleship. And I think he'll probably sink soon. There we go. Alright, so now let's speed back up and finish off the transports. And realistically, he can come party with us again, because I think we've taken out all the warships, but he won't make it there in time. But I think it's always best to play it safe, especially on these impossible difficulties, because I can't afford to build replacement ships. That'll just slow me down too much. That was a close call. We almost failed this mission. Yeah, get wrecked, Mr. Transport. There we go. Just shoot at the closest one. You don't have to... Yeah, just focus them down one at a time, please. That makes it a lot easier. Alright. We'll get you. This is a lot closer than I thought it would be. I mean, it's still a raffle stomp. We just nailed them, but... Yeah, bad day to be Chinese. Alright, there we go. Good job, light cruisers. We came out with relatively minor damage. Everybody gained experience? Everybody gained experience. Outstanding. That was a good fight. Alright, so we messed up a little bit. Our ships are actually in Southeast Asia and not the East Asia, and this is East Asian water, so we're going to have to move them north a little bit, I think. So that's okay. So we're going to just move you guys. We're going to move north up to... So we're definitely in East Asia. And hopefully that will make the difference. Since we can't invade, see, naval invasion's no good, we will try to... Well, the Soviet Union really likes us, and the U.S. kind of likes us, so let's improve relations with the United States, because we don't want them to be mad. And let's progress a turn, and hopefully it'll let us invade now. Except it's giving us a strike option. I guess we're going to... That's an undefended... Yeah, so I guess we can auto-resolve that, and their ships go away. Alright, so the negotiations with the U.S. were successful, and now we should hopefully be in East Asia. We've got 120,000 tons in East Asia, and that should be enough to invade. Naval invasion. Alright, so we can invade... Pengru is needs 18,000 tons, and Formosa is 20,000 tons. So let's see... So Pengru is this little island, and Formosa is the big island. So we're going to get the big island, actually, first. So, naval invasion. Let's go for... We need 132,000 for Eastern China. We're not doing that. Let's go for Formosa. Yes. Alright, and then next turn it will give me a circle that I have to be in. So it'll either be a circle probably up here or a circle down there. I probably should have done the little one. Well, either way it's going to be fine. Alright, let's progress and see what happens. Oh, we got to take care of this convoy. This is going to be an interesting fight. Not so interesting. I guess we'll wipe them out anyway. Alright, it is naval invasion time. So here we are. We need to put in 23,000 tons to secure that, and we're going to put in more than that. So, I want to be as close to the edge here as possible so that we maintain our position in East Asia and not Southeast Asia, because I want to be able to launch a second attack so hopefully that's enough. And this cruiser is finished, so he's going to go join his buddies. There we go. And which you boys are, hopefully they're not too badly injured. No, it wasn't these. Alright, so let's do it. Alright. Hopefully this will let me make a second invasion into this Pengua, whatever, I can't pronounce these names. Hopefully we take care of both at the same time, so we will see. And we're going to go kill off a bunch of transports. Oh wait, that is, ooh, this will be an interesting fight against all these torpedo boats. And we've got all of these little guys here. Alright. Let me go grab a drink, and we are going to do this. Alright, I am back. The nice thing about not doing this live is I can take a break, grab a drink, and check on the dog, and here we go. So the plan, we got all these battleships and the cruisers. It's the tonnage I need to invade. They're going to kind of chill while all my light cruisers are going to try and take them out. Did I just get all clustered into one big blob? I think I got clustered into one big blob. Alright, well, we'll separate out the fleets later. We'll figure it out. So, and I don't know if those torpedo boats are actually going to attack me or they're just going to run away. I mean, I wouldn't want to attack this many ships, but you never know. So, alright, here we go. This is a very unfair fight. They're probably going to run away. I am going to group all these guys together into a big blob because I don't want to deal with all that. Realistically, I want my I'm going to have the light cruisers break away. And you guys, I want you guys to retreat. I don't want my battleships involved in this. And you guys are going to figure this out. To the southeast, this is going to be such a cluster. Yeah, they're jumping me up close, which means this is gonna suck. We're gonna be aggressive on the shots, and I want you guys to be high explosive and also aggressive on your secondary guns. Alright. And I want you guys to be in normal group, and we're just gonna cover our dudes while they figure out how to turn around and get away. And I don't know if these torpedo boats actually want to fight or not. They may decide, oh, these are too many ships, let's leave. But we're just going to screen the invasion fleet. And hopefully they just leave. But I don't need to be fighting a bunch of torpedo boats. No, see, this is the problem with the AI. Sometimes it wants to turn you around in weird directions. My guess is that they're probably leaving. So we're just gonna patrol this area until the torpedo boats leave, because they're too fast for me to catch. And all my ships are in a nice, steady retreat. So I think this is going to be a successful withdrawal, because I really don't want to fight these guys. And I don't think they want to fight me either, so we're in agreement. This is one of the reasons I like to try and sink torpedo boats first whenever I'm fighting them in a larger battle, because I can't deal with them on their own because they're just wasting time. Yeah, so they're going away, we're going away. So we'll just sort of patrol the back of this line. There's a lot of ships. I really don't like big engagements like this because it's harder to control the ships, and the AI tends to have more of an advantage. But that's okay. Nothing happened, which is great for me because it looks like the invasion is still going to be on. Alright, so now on to the invasion. Here we are. So our guys are just barely in the invasion zone. We're still in East Asia. See all the tonnage there? Our chance of success is 99%. So we have 4 turns to endure and form this blockade, and we should be successful. And since 2 turns have passed, we now have the option to invade the other province. So we're going to take on both of these at the same time. All right. Here we go. So this is the invasion fleet. And maybe after this, China will finally surrender. So let's find out. So now that we're invading, now they're like, oh, please, please make peace with us, oh great conquerors. Nah, buddy, you had your chance. We're taking over those islands, and then we'll try negotiating again. But you had your chance a year ago to negotiate peace, and you blew us off. So now it's on, baby. We're going to take these islands, and then we'll negotiate peace. Thank you very much. And these guys are back. I really don't want to fight all this stuff. Not all as one big group. Can I withdraw? No. So we're going to have to deal with it. Alright. So, the moment of truth. We have the 2 naval invasions. And we have an 88% chance to succeed here. 84% chance there, so combined with 88% times 84% is probably about 73 or 75% chance to succeed. So we've got a good chance to take both of these. But to increase our odds a little bit, where do I put these ships at? I'm going to take these 3 cruisers. Can they make it here in 1 turn? If we move right into here, 1 turn. Alright, so we're going to add about 9,000 tons, just to kind of help out a little bit. These guys, I don't think they can make it in 1 turn. I don't think they can they? No, so we're going to leave those guys alone. And what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to take these guys and reposition them over here. Yeah, these guys are trained. They're not getting as many engagements as the others, so we're going to move them over there to kind of guard all this. The Chinese don't have a lot of ships. They've got a cruiser, light cruiser, 9 torpedo boats, so I think we're good. So let's see how this works out. And hopefully this will knock my odds back up into the 90s, but it's hard to say. I don't know how much 9,000 tons is going to make a difference. Oh, the tension. Will the naval invasions be successful? No, we don't want to be allies with anybody. Red Cross urges China to... I don't want to spend... No, we don't want to spend the money. Alright. It looks like we were successful. I think we were successful, but we got to deal with all these torpedo boats again. So we're going to just... I'm not going to be able to withdraw. No. So we're going to do the same normal kind of runaway... Because I don't think the torpedo boats really want to fight me that much, and I don't really want to fight them. Not in such a big cluster of ships. But it looks like our invasion was successful. So we just need to kind of clean this up. And then we'll try and solidify our gains, and then maybe China will decide to surrender again. I know they were kind of offering before, but when I'm just a couple turns away from taking it by force, there's no point. Alright, so let's go grab all these guys together. And we're just going to tell them to all retreat. I don't think the torpedo boats are going to actually try to fight me. So I'm not even going to bother clumping up my ships. I probably ought to break these light cruisers away. Just in case I have to fight. I don't want to be too cocky just because they did it before. So let's make sure all of my bigger ships can get away, and then we'll follow them out. But it looks like the invasion was successful, so that's going to be a really nice thing. Then I'll have to kind of figure out how I'm going to redistribute my ships. I'm not sure what else I'd want to try and take in China. I don't really want to fight on the mainland. Maybe I could try and take Hong Kong. Maybe I'll go for that next, since I've got the fleet. And Hong Kong's small enough, maybe I can take that out without too much trouble. The other problem is once the war comes to an end, my naval budget will get cut in half. My economy will start growing. But all of these cruisers, I'll probably have to mothball them or something. Because they don't serve any purpose other than invasion fleet. I'm not going to really fight with them. I guess I could upgrade them and use them as patrol ships or something, but there's not much point in that. So let's see if this will tell me how I did. The pre-Dreadnought ships are kind of cool looking. I mean, they're not as elegant as more modern Dreadnought warships, but the pre-Dreadnought ships are kind of cool. How people are just sort of figuring stuff out. All right. Spain's doing some stuff. And we got them both. Look at that, we got them both. All right. Nice job. So we could always try to go for Hong Kong. I think Hong Kong is its own separate... Yeah, because Hong Kong is its own separate province, and it's in Southeast Asia. So I might as well try to nail Hong Kong. So I've got my 3 cruisers there. These light cruisers here, I want to take you into this port. And you can kind of patrol from there. And then this blob of ships, we're just going to park outside of Hong Kong. And we'll go get them. I think that's the plan. And maybe China will finally surrender. Because at this point, I've accomplished my goal of grabbing this territory. And then we need to also make sure we're still not losing any transports, so we're in good shape. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we have moved our fleet to the Hong Kong area. And we have an opportunity to attack this convoy and maybe take out some of those annoying torpedo boats. And we got to kind of mow the lawn and get rid of some of their ships. So, trained, veterans. So my guys are great. These guys are all green. So, these are all just new constructions. So, we'll take them out. Hopefully. But we're outnumbered, so this will make for hopefully a good battle video. So let's try this out. Yeah, these Dreadnought ideas having the big guns on the sides, not as efficient as putting them in a straight line down the middle. But I think that's just all they could do because back in the day, their engineering space just took up so much room. Look at all these smokestacks just everywhere. That means like all of this stuff is all machinery underneath that thing. It's really fascinating to see how these old ships were put together. Alright, game face time. Let's go to normal, high explosives. Alright, which way are the ship? I guess they're straight ahead, so here we go. Why are we only going 19? There we go. Now we're going 22. All right. Good job. All right. So, yeah, they're just right off in the distance. Yeah, if I can... I'm going to prioritize their torpedo boats because those are the hardest to catch when my invasion fleet's busy. So if I can take those guys out, that'll be great. But really, we need to take out all their warships. Oh, there they go. Here's our customers. Looks like their transports are all along here and their warships are back that way. So we'll just kind of strafe past them. Ooh, that was a nice hit. So we'll just tear these guys up. It must be tough to be a transport. I wouldn't want to be a transport ship. What an awful life. Just getting punked like this. I'm thinking that's... These are probably... That's a merchant ship. That's a torpedo boat that we just hit. That's good. Alright, so those guys are getting wrecked as we're driving past them. Alright, so this guy's going in for an attack run. Let's see if we can take him out. What's the range on your torpedoes? Still pretty small. Alright. And we still don't know where their torpedo boats are. I think their torpedo boats fled already. They may just not want any of this. That's likely the case. Alright, well, we'll just... Oh, wait, what's that? Is that a... Can't seem to click on it very well. Alright, we'll just cut around here and keep strafing them because we're doing pretty good. Heavy cruiser, yep, we got your transports. Oh, there's a little ship there. I bet that's a torpedo boat. Yeah, that's going to be a torpedo boat. Alright. Please knock out that little guy if you can. There we go. That's one of the torpedo boats, and that's the other torpedo boat right there. They just really don't want to shoot at it. Alright, let's just go pepper the cruiser. That torpedo boat's going to get away. Go for the light cruiser. Oh, I can see the torpedo boat. I think he does not want to be part of this. Yeah, he's going 25. We're not catching him. I got one of the torpedo boats at least. Are you the one with the garbage armor? You are. Ooh, we got a bunch of torpedo hits on their torpedoes. It's not going to go well for them. Yeah, he's... Ooh, that guy, my guy got hit. Hopefully it's not too bad. Doesn't seem to be too bad. It's definitely slowing us down. Let's take out this cruiser. He's got bad armor, so we can burn him down fast, I think. Oh, he fixed his engine. Good job, engineers. Good job. Way to fix your stuff. Alright, so now let's get these last cruisers. Torpedo boat got away, but I got one of them. So that's going to be a slightly reduced headache in the future. Alright, he surrenders. I guess I just got really lucky with my designs. Well, I have it set up to where I've got my guns kind of in a line by using these smaller guns, so I can put a lot of fire no matter how I do it. We won't worry about the torpedo boat. Alright, everybody got their experience? Yep. Alright, good job. let's get on to the invasion of Hong Kong, hopefully. Alright, so it is time to try and get Hong Kong. So if we invade, oh look, only 18,000 tons. Southern China's only 60,000 tons, but that'll, if it's 60,000 tons and we've got 110, 120,000, we're only going to have probably a 20-30% chance of success. But Hong Kong, we should have a good chance. So let's see what happens here. Because we want easy victories. And Southern China's going to be a pain in the butt. And we'll have to go retreat from this. I'm going to skip this battle just because it's not going to be very fun to watch. Alright, so naval invasion time. Let's zoom in here. We've got a 95% chance of success, so that looks very promising. That looks very promising indeed. And while we're at it, we want the United States to like me a little bit more. So let's try and improve relations with them. And we got 3 turns, so let's just go on ahead and see if we can succeed, or if they're going to antagonize us with their ships. Alright, so we've progressed a turn. They harassed us with some of their ships. We ran away. We've got a 95% chance of success, but what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to launch a naval invasion against Southern China. Need 60,000 tons. I've got, how much do I have in here? 128,000 tons. Probably won't be successful, but maybe we can bully them into withdrawing. So let's see what happens. Our technology is improving. Yes, we have fleet superiority, so China's... Oh, we got Hong Kong. There we go. Alright, so we have Hong Kong now. So we have done really, really well. And these guys need some tonnage here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our... We're going to take our ships and put them here to siege Southern China. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 3 of my light cruisers that are undamaged. I'll just take... Oh, we're going to move them into Hong Kong just to patrol. There we go. And that should do pretty well. And this way we can just kind of hang out. Oh, it looks like we're already launching an attack into Southern China. I'll probably start wrapping it up pretty soon, because I think I've got a couple hours worth of video for my exploits. Let's just see if China surrenders this turn, because that'd be great. And we'll see what percentage we have to take Southern China. I may edit past some of these waiting for the turns to go by, because this is just so slow. Bigger torpedo boats. Still haven't lost any transports. That's good. We're launching a major offensive. I don't know why we're launching a major offensive when we're outnumbered 20-1, but whatever. And I'm not sure what's with that cruiser there. We've got a 30% chance to succeed. That's not necessarily awful. So I think we'll continue this next time. We've accomplished our goals. We took Taiwan. We took Hong Kong. This, I think, is an overwhelming success for this video. So thank you very much. I hope everybody had a good time, and I will see everybody next time with probably fighting China some more, maybe getting them to surrender. Thank you and goodbye. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did like it, subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends. You can also check out my website, Bobtheorc.com, where you can download a free copy of my dad's book and some other things. Have a nice day. Goodbye.